welcome to an episode of Cooking on High. Today's recipe is going to be Beijing beef made with ribeye featuring Double Dip Co Szechuan-Do. Let's get to it. Alright, so first things first, we gotta make a marinade. Got this off to the side for the beef. Packed a whole bunch of things up. I'm house sitting / dog watching right now, and this is the only chance I get to have an empty kitchen to do these videos right now. Otherwise, I thought about doing like a studio in my garage. And I didn't bring soy, so we Americanizing an Americanized Chinese dish more so than it already is. So we got the Worcestershire sauce, about 1 tablespoon. Had to actually borrow this from my friend because it is a soy-free household. So that's about 1 tablespoon right there. We need 1 teaspoon of sugar. So we got our sugar in one of these little things. So 1 teaspoon. We're just eyeballing it. Nothing needs to be perfect. That's about 1 teaspoon. And then some white pepper. Depends on if you like white pepper or not. It's pretty strong. So we just got this. That's how strong it is. I don't live down south anymore, but this is from Lowe's. If you don't know about Lowe's, it's a store where you can drink while you shop. And they got fancy departments and everything. So do a little bit of that. I really like it. Then we got 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Well, nice packaging on that, especially when you're doing a video called Cooking on High. So 1/4, I think that's about it, because that's gonna tenderize the meat right there without the need to do anything else. I don't know why there's so little marinade in this, to be honest. And then 1 teaspoon sesame oil. Sesame oil, I think that's sesame oil. Oh yeah, I mean, you can tell it smells. I love sesame oil. So we got 1 teaspoon here. I think that's about a teaspoon. Just eyeballing it. Every fiber of my bean wants to put more than just that in. So we got that. I gotta remember where the hell the silverware are. Give it a nice stir. The baking soda is already reacting with some of this stuff, which is weird because there's no acidity in it. Stir it up a little bit, put it off to the side. It's sounding like I already shoved this off to the side. I could have set up the angles a little bit better, but I completely came unprepared. Well, not completely unprepared, but. And then we got our ribeye. Get it out of there. It doesn't matter if it's wet or dry. We ain't grilling this. This thing was in the freezer for a while. Steak juice off to the side over there. Manny, back! Gotta yell at the dogs occasionally because they smell the steak. Cut off some of the extra fat, especially since this has been in the freezer for a while. It's not gonna taste preferable. I mean, we'll still put that off to the side so it can render down. So I'll probably just cut this in half. And then Beijing beef kind of has like somewhat decent squares, like I want to say like that size. The dogs are all begging right now. They can smell the steak is out and they're going ham wild. Or this one over to the side that I've tried to take out 1,000,000 times to go to the bathroom does not want to go to the bathroom when I take them out. Alright, there we go. I think those are decent sized slices. I don't want to go too thin because then it would just be too much batter. I mean, probably can cut them up into cubes like that. As long as the volume is about the same, it doesn't matter if they're the same shape. I mean, I know Panda prides itself in its quality and stuff, or it's supposed to. But, you know, their pieces aren't always the most even. So I think that's pretty much good right there. Bring this over here, if you guys can even see it. And we'll go ahead and throw the steak in here. Now, I don't recommend this, but I am gonna marinate this at room temp. And we'll just let it marinate for, actually no, scratch that. Be safe. This is what it looks like all marinated up. It smells good already. Do that. Stir it to your heart's content. I mean, I don't know, like, because when you put the baking soda in there, it's called like feathering or something like that, or pillowing. Normally you wash it off, but this one, it did not say to do that. So we got that going. Then we'll let that sit and we'll be back for whatever the next step is. All right, new angle. We're cutting up the vegetables. So we got a red bell pepper, typical in the Shanghai beef, and then a Walla Walla, and then garlic from the garden. So probably just do like a little piece like that, a little piece like that. That off to the side. I mean, red bell pepper and anything sweet Americanized Chinese is so good. So I'm gonna do kind of like these bigger slices like that. And then we're gonna cube it to about that size. Now I put these glasses on to look like Hunter S. Thompson because this is called Cooking on High. And I popped the yellow lenses out because I wanted to be able to see better. So right now, I'm just kind of being a poser. So those are all spicy peppers and Beijing beef because you gotta have a little bit of a spice. I cut it at a nice bias. I would have shown that on the video, but I filmed at the wrong angle, so you know, it is what it is. But this is Cooking on High. Here you go. Alright, so I'm pulling my meat back out. Got that. So we're about to batter these with some stuff, but first and foremost, we need the white of an egg. So I have some eggs here I brought. Let's see if I could get a good crack on this. So the egg white, just, oh yeah, look at that glob. It didn't say to rinse off the beef or nothing, so even with the baking soda. No, and I don't like wasting eggs, but I guess we are today, huh? So this kind of is like, I've seen some recipes like this before. Here we go. Stirred it. I feel like the beef hardened or something. So I got this beef in this egg mixture. There you go. There you go. And then it's gonna go into some starch. We gotta dredge this in some potato flour. You could use corn starch if you like. So we'll just do a nice coating. But the thing with potato starch is you gotta make sure that it's not touching each other when it goes to fry, otherwise it will stick. Because it starts off like pretty gooey. I think that should be enough. Put that off to the side. And then we'll kind of just throw each piece of beef in there. Got a dog coming up to me because he knows I'm handling the meat. What's up, manis? Alright. It smells really good. I mean, it smells mostly like sesame. He's over to my side wagging his tail. He's like, why can I not have piece beef, please? Can I have the beef, please? Can I have the beef, please? And we ain't gonna give him that. He can wag all he wants, but he got a sensitive stomach, so do that. That's scraps. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Got the beef in here, and let's give it a good even coating. So while we wait for the beef to sit in the batter, off to the side, we're gonna make the sauce. So got, like, I want to say this is 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Ketchup is, I feel like, a common thing in Chinese American cooking. And then we'll put some more sesame oil on there. All right. Then we got rice vinegar right here. And this is about 2 tablespoons. Because you want the acidity with the sweetness. And then over here, I have, oh, this is where my mushroom soy went. A little bit of mushroom soy. Mushroom soy is so good, but it do be staining. And then the rest of the sugar, I want to say that's like a tablespoon. And then what you came for, this is the Szechuan-Do by Double Dip Co. This is a pineapple Szechuan sweet chili sauce. One of my more popular dipping sauces, really good on chicken strips, good in stir fries, and this works because it's a stir fry. I modeled for the hands on this, by the way. So we'll go ahead and we'll just put the rest of the bottle in there. How about that? How about that? And then we'll set that off to the side. Give it a nice stir up. There we are. And then we'll reduce that down. It's not like super red like the sauce at Panda, but that'll do. That's our final sauce. So got this on a nice medium. I'm just using something kind of like corn oil. Corn oil. I'm not like deep fat frying, but we got that. I use this for popping popcorn. Corn on corn. That's just how we are. So we're gonna let that get to enough temp, and then we'll pop the beef in. Alright, I kind of already put a tester piece in, but I don't think it's really bubbling enough. It's about to spurt up too. Oh man, it's like, it's like, wants to start spraying like crazy. We'll see. You got to, important thing with potato starch, don't let it touch the other pieces. Yeah, I think that might be hot enough. All right. Don't overcrowd the little pot that you decide to use. Use the proper pot, you guys. Don't be like me. I'll probably just do like 6 pieces at a time. And when they start to float, that's kind of like when you know. Alright, so this is what the beef look like. Now we're gonna, put it in a pan so we could crisp it up some more. I just got the excess oil out. Gonna re-crispify it in here. And then I gotta find my piece I was snacking on right there. Crispy. And then I have a dog somewhere underneath me that's trying to take me out. So while you're starting to do this, bring your sauce over. Bring your veg over. Crank this up. Then I gotta find a razor blade to scrape this too. I'll let the stovetop get a little bit filthy. So this is kind of just crisping it up more instead of doing that double fry. I decided not to do the double fry and just instead doing this. I mean, you can kind of tell without the sauce that it looks similar to the Beijing. We're gonna take our veg, put it in there. Oh shit. I mean, probably want to do the veg separately from the beef if you're doing this normally. And hit it with the peppers. And hope that you don't drop any on the ground because you have a little chihuahua scrounging down there. Trying to trip you over. Sneaking around the corner. As I said that, she comes hobbling in here. She's saying, feed me. Feed me the beefs. The beefers. Get a nice sizzle on that. Smells amazing in here. Like Panda Express. Smells exactly like Panda Express. Rocky, move your butt out of the way. You gotta show the doggies who the alphas is. I am the alpha raptor. I'm sorry, I'll never yell at you puppies. That's cool. Get your butt out of the kitchen, please. If you guys didn't notice earlier in the video, she only got one eye. I'm pretty sure she can't see out the other one. She don't even know if she's alive or dead. She old. The old senior puppy. She exists for the snacks at this point. So the goal here is to get the onions a little bit translucent-ish. If you want to put a char mark on it, you can. It's kind of what you want. And then once the onions start looking a little bit like what you want them to, that's when you're going to want to hit it with the garlic, because garlic doesn't cook at the same rate as the onions. Garlic cooks quicker. Oh, a couple more flips. I mean, it's not going to be ultra crispy at the end of the day. Should have probably put a double fry on it. But, you know, if you ain't making mistakes, you ain't learning, right? Right, Roxy? So we're just going to add the garlic in here, irregardless. I don't mind a little bit of char on the garlic. Just got to make sure none goes down there. I know garlic upsets the dog. She's a little scavenger puppy out here. The heck? I'm about to sneeze. That first sneeze got a little bit of side eye from Roxy over there. Now, I've never worked at a Panda Express, so this probably would be in a wok. I don't know. Then now, let's go ahead and add the sauce and this one random bell pepper that fell in. That's the sauce with the Szechuan-Do in it. Give it a nice. Oh yeah, that's very fragrant. Word of the day. Oh yeah, very fragrant. I mean, from the get-go, at least look at that. It do be looking like Beijing beef, right? Now, I want to cook this up quite a bit because there is a little bit of steak in there. Steak juices. Hit that up. Put that in the sink. Give it an even coating. Let it reduce a little bit. There's no need for cornstarch in this because I think the potato starch from the beef going to do okay. You really smell like ginger. I think that's... What did I put in my own sauce that I make professionally? See what happens when you make too many sauces. Sometimes it's hard to remember. I do believe there's fresh ginger that I char off from there. And then while it's at this state, you're going to want to... I don't know. I was going to be like, hit it with some black pepper, but... Where is the black pepper? Here we are. Perfecto. Alright, let's give it a couple more flips. I think that's donezo. Let's put this in a bowl. Alright, so we got our fancy bowl from World Market. Put this over here. And then we come in with the beefs. Storage is low. Wait, will it contain it? I didn't think there was going to be this much. Okay. We'll do this quick. So got that. And then that's what that is looking like in there. And then we'll hit it with a little toasted sesames. But yeah, that's it. That's my version of Panda Express's Beijing beef. So look, we took the sauce and we made the Beijing beef, you guys. So let's give it. All right, well, that's been an episode of Cooking on High. Here's the Szechuan-Do by Double Dip Co, a sweet pineapple Szechuan sweet chili sauce. And right there, that's what that looked like. You can find it on the website. Check out www.schmidthaus-collective. Boom, right here. And let's enjoy this nice meal. Let's get a good bite with everything in it. Hopefully I don't burn my mouth. Yep, we did it. This is it. Till next time.